Everyone, so today we are going to take a look at the different type of questions that you can assign in SLS. Alright, you can assign them as standalone questions. So from here you can choose MCQ, fill in the blanks, drag and drop, okay, etc. Or you can also assign it as a quiz. So you can assign standalone, basically click them directly from here. Or if you click on quiz, okay, from there you can name the quiz, and from quiz you can further select again the different kind of questions. So what is the difference between standalone questions and as a quiz? So let's take a look. As a standalone questions, alright, so eventually I input all the different type of questions one at a time here, and then on students end you get to view here. So the disadvantage of this is that after each question students have to click submit. Okay, and if they are careless and they forgot to click submit for any of the questions, the whole activity will be uh, s- uh, will be uh, will be shown as incomplete on the teacher's end. So if you try for me, usually I add a reminder here, click submit after every questions. So if you want to, you can also add over here as well after this question. You can say, alright, reminder to please click submit. Okay, so every question. So for the quiz mode, as you can see, this is one quiz itself, and within one quiz, I have all the kind of questions. So for the students, they get to view it in this manner. Okay, so this is one of the mode of the quiz. You can get the answers immediately after they have done, or here is only after teachers have marked. So the good thing about this is that when they click next, right, they move on to the next question. So there's only one submit button. This is ensure that all will be submitted to you, and also give control for the teacher to give feedback. So that's how it looks like for standalone questions, alright, as well as on a quiz mode. So let's take a look then at the first one for poll. So for poll, okay, students can choose only one response and there is no correct answer. Okay, and then on our end, this is what will be viewed for us. So you get to see who voted for which answer or make a stand for which answer, because you'll be prompted on show student's name. So for poll, there is no correct answer, okay, and they can only vote for one response. The next is for MCQ or MRQ. MCQ, you can have a few options and can only select one answer. Alright, for MRQ, you can have multiple answers. So in SLS, it will still be under here as MCQ. So when you allow multiple answers, that will be MRQ. And when you uncheck this, there will be only one answer. So how does it look like then on our end? Okay, yeah, here. So on students, if there are more than one answer, it will appear as a square. Alright, if there's only one answer, it will appear as a bullet over here. Okay, so usually I noticed that if I just do in this manner, students may not know there are more than one possible answer. So you may also add on after the question. For example, you can check more than one answer. So on our end, when you click on show students responses, you get to see the breakdown. And at the same time, when you click again show details, okay, you can see who chose what answer over here. So likewise for MCQ, okay, when you click on show student response, you can see the breakdown, and then you can also see who chose what. And because there is a correct answer, alright, it'll be clearly indicated with the red one who chose the wrong answer. And then for MCQ, the answers can be as here. So for MCQ, right, the answer can also be as an image. You can embed an image not just into the question, but also into the choice. So that's the difference between poll. There is a poll just now here. Okay, so that's the difference between a poll, alright, MCQ and MRQ. And then and how you get to view the responses. So next is fill in the blanks. So for fill in the blanks, you can actually have multiple answers. You can separate each of the answer using tab or enter button, I think so. But I know tab works, okay. However, the problem is that, example over here, if the students already answered nucleus in answer 1, it is possible that they type nucleus as answer 2 again, right? And it could be accepted. Okay, so it does not work by if certain function, like if students already answer nucleus in answer 1, not to accept nucleus in answer 2. That is still not possible yet. Okay, and then how it's seen for the student is in this way. Okay, and then they can type, and then for us to view the answers in this manner. All right, so that is fill in the blanks. Okay, so now for okay, so yeah, that is the fill in the blank. The next is drag and drop. So for drag and drop, all right, you have to insert your background image. For me, is this one here, the word river and that circle routine. Okay, and then you can do as add text. You can also add image for the words as well. So one of the problems here is that, as you can see, okay, let me just save this first. So, okay, cancel, sorry. Let me save this so you can see how it appears as a default mode. And then let me click on students view. Okay, so one of the thing about drag and drop is that you need to be mindful of the size of the. So here, right, you can see it's a small blank. So students might know, must be cloud because it fit by the size. So you need to try to make all the size similar. So to do that, you can actually drag to make it bigger or smaller. Okay, so let me edit and show you how to drag the response. So here, when you click on this thing, okay, sorry, let me edit. So when you click on cloud, you can see all these things coming out, right? So you can actually drag it. Okay, so once you see that, you can actually, okay, let me put it aside. Okay, so now they are about the same size. So once that is done, okay, and then save. And then this is how it be like, okay, again, sorry. Let me click on students view again. So then, alright, so when I click over here, alright, they are all now about the same size. Okay, so then, yeah, just to guide students. So here, you can also click and drag responses in this manner because this part here is actually part of the worksheet and I just want to type out. So I just use the snipping tool to copy the text as image. Alright, then next is error editing. So for error editing, this is how students will view it. Okay, the one that you need them to edit will be, for me, what I do is that I jumbled it up so they know they need to edit this word. So then they can key in their answer here. I don't use this much because I think it's more relevant for English, not much for science. Okay, yeah. Okay, so next one is free response. So for free response, this is what I did like last year and I was still trying out here. Okay, I realized that when students submit, okay, there can be quite a lot of answers provided. And actually, I want to do feedback like to accept or not to accept the answers, right? And that's why I realized by standalone question, this is not a good manner to do so. So free response is best done on a quiz mode because then teachers can give feedback or have the decision to accept such answer or not. So free response, I wouldn't recommend on a standalone mode. Okay, so here I'm unable to tell the students whether they are right or wrong. So free response can also have a diagram for them. So this is so this is how it looks like for students. I give them instruction to draw arrow. So I also give them instruction to double click. So when they double click, now they can actually draw. So you can see is it hit loss or hit gain. Okay, draw arrow if they want to, and then when they click save, this is the answer that will be sent to me. So how that works is that when you do on your free response, there's this one component here called pre-populate. So I will add the image under this part, pre-populate student response. So that's where the image will go to. Other than that, you can also add a selected part of answer. Let me see where is that. Here. So for this part, under my pre-populate, I actually gave a sentence, an answer sentence frame to guide their answer. Okay, so I already to scaffold them, I already have this part for them. So they just need to type the remaining part of the answer. Okay, so this part here is actually given under the pre-populate. Okay, so that's done. Next, audio response. I'm sorry, but I've never done this. Okay, then multi-part questions. So for multi-part question, I will add a multi-part question, and then from there, I choose the part A, part B, or part C in this manner. So what will I view it as? Give me a moment. So when you add a multi-part question, so when you edit, you actually edit the question as a whole. Okay, so the question main frame is at the top. Then when you want to add a question, you just click plus sign, and it automatically put as A, B, C, and so on and so forth. So if you want to mix with fill in the blanks, it's also possible. You want to mix it with something else, it's fine. It will still appear as part A, part B, part C, part D. Alright, the last one is quiz. So for quiz, there are actually currently 3 quiz mode on SLS. One of it is given after each question. So this is ideal for MCQ or filling in the blank because the answers are straightforward, yes or no. Alright, there's no gray area. Okay. Or it can also be after each quiz submission. So both of these is ideal for MCQ or fill in the blanks. So if you are using free response question, okay, or those drawing question, okay, I would suggest feedback given after teacher has marked. So let me show you first in this mode over here. All right, what I did for the students is that they get to view their answers. Okay, let me just type random number first. Okay, so over here they get to view after each question is done. So when they click check answer, it is immediate feedback. Okay, and then for some of the questions to scaffold, all right, if it's wrong, okay, they get to view the explanation as well. You can do that in your question. Okay, so yeah, so for example, for this one, okay, so when I do this, okay, there's actually explanation. So this helps to scaffold using this immediate feedback. Okay, so now on the teacher's end, you can still see their result. It's just that we don't need to return the work to them. So here is on the teacher's end, you can click on show the marks and comments. Okay, so when you click on individual question, you can actually get to see the breakdown of what are the students' responses. Okay, so you can again click on show details, which part of the question, things like that. Or you can also click on individual names of students. Okay, so on individual name of students, you can see immediately which question they get right or wrong, and then the breakdown if you have parts of question as well. And then now, uh, for questions that are for quiz that feedback given only after the teacher has marked. So this is what I did over here. Okay, so I chose feedback given only after teacher has marked. So on the students end, okay, what they get to see, they get to fill in the question. Okay, so let me start from question 1. So when they have done the question, they click next, and then they can. Now what happens is that if they miss something, they actually prompt. Are you sure you want to submit incomplete work? So they are aware actually. So with that, they can type a certain response and then they can click submit. Okay, so this now how does it look on our end? So on our end, when I click on this exit card, the one that I did on the quiz mode, okay, I can see who have completed certain questions. All right, and then okay, so if you click on each of the question, okay, you can see their responses here. Okay, and then here again. All right, this is just for us to have a view of their responses. But how are we going to give feedback to them? So to give feedback, okay, so over here, all right, you can, okay, to give feedback, you must click on individual's name. So here I have one student who actually did not answer this question. So I indicated as this, and I tell her, please try again. All right, because now, and then for MCQ as well, was it, so I've already typed in all the feedback. I can, now she did not attempt this question, right? I want to try again. I will do as unsubmit. Okay, so they will be required to redo the quiz. So unsubmit. Then next for the other student who had answered, okay, so here she got the correct answer. I can tell her some feedback. Good job, you recall the concept that he travels from. Yes, I can give her the feedback. I click save. Question 2 was already done as well. So now I can click release. Okay, and then they get to view the result. They will get the notification for this. Okay, so all you need to do is just go down the list and go one student at a time, and then one question at a time, and that's how the marks as well as the comment and feedback will be given to the students. So yep, so with that I will end my tutorial on this activity, these questions that you can have as an activity on SLS. Thank you.